Okay, so this is my video for improvising slash soloing strategies for On Green Dolphin Street, number 1. Now, we're doing this in C major, but just so you know, the original recording by Miles Davis and then Bill Evans, who actually plays on the Miles Davis track, but he did his own trio recording of it, and also Grant Green. They were all done in the key of E flat, but you can pretty much just transpose all of what we're doing now into the key of E flat, and we'll do that at a later date. C major is probably just an easier key to work from for now, and then we'll move it up to E flat. That includes the melody and the chords. So with this exercise, we're only using the first 8 bars from the whole song. So we're just doing the A section. So remember that the song is A, B, A, C structure. And anyway, what this is supposed to do is prepare you for, or train you to play changes. As you can see from the PDF that I've sent you, you're only using 3 notes per chord. So that'll give you time to move from chord to chord, and hopefully from playing along with the backing track, you'll be able to hear the transition from chord to chord and play along with it, and eventually improvise over it. And also because you've only got 3 notes to choose from for each chord, and in some cases a lot of the notes are the same from chord to chord. You know, you'll have one key difference at the beginning especially. It'll force you to be more creative melodically and rhythmically, which is very important. So I'll just go through the exercise that I gave you just by itself. So you've got this on the PDF. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. So that's just the exercise and just the notes that you're going to be using from chord to chord. And like I said, in some cases they'll use the same notes. For instance, like the C major 7 uses G and C, and that's the same with C minor 7, G and C, but the difference is the B going to the B flat. And then in the next one, D over C, you're still playing the C here, which is the 7th of D, and of course the root of C. But then you've got 2 note change. It goes chromatically down again to A, and instead of playing a G, you're playing a F sharp. And then for the D flat over C, it's a B flat, A flat, and F. So again, you're moving chromatically from A down to A flat. But then you've got these 2 new notes. And then for the last C major 7 chord, you're playing a G, so it moves down chromatically to G. And then your other notes are E and D. So E, of course, being a chord tone, the major third. But so it is important to know those as well. We might go through that first. So C, root. For C major 7, C is the root, B is the major 7th, and then G is the 5th. For C minor 7, C is the root, B flat is the minor 7th, and G is the 5th. And for the D over C, it's basically a D7 chord, but you've got a C bass. So you've got this chord. C is the dominant 7th of D, A is the 5th, but that's a very important chord tone because you're going chromatically down, like B flat, B, B flat, then A. So A is the 5th of D7 or D, and F sharp is the major 3rd. Then you've got the D flat over C. So it's really a D flat major 7 chord, but in this case it's a D flat chord with a C bass. So in this case it goes chromatic, well, the first note, yeah, it goes chromatically down to A flat from A, but then your other notes are just starting from the top note that I've got there. You've got a B flat, which is the major 6th, and then you've got in the A flat, which is the 5th, and then the F, which is the major 3rd. And then for this last C major 7, we've got a bunch of different notes because it goes chromatically from A flat down to G again. That is the 5th of C major 7. Then you've got the E, which is the major 3rd of C major 7, and then the D, which is the 9th or 2 of C major 7. So I'll just go through those again. So that's C major 7, that's C minor 7, that's D over C, that's D flat over C, and then that's the last C major 7. So I'll play through the track and just give you an example of playing the changes and improvising. So first time through, I'll just play what's written in the PDF. And then the second time through, I'll start improvising. I'll try and start very sparse at first and gradually build up. One, two, three, four. cool. So that just gives an example of just using 3 notes per chord to solo over, which is a good start to learning how to play over changes. So when you're practicing this, just experiment with those notes over those chords. And don't be afraid to make mistakes. That's how you learn. So anyway, happy practicing and improvising, and I'll see you at your lesson.